While filming for the gates the other day, the Wyoming Wind picked up my camera, slammed it up against the gates I was working on, shattered the lens. So my main video camera was out of commission. Had to finish up my wife's Nikon D90, which is a great still camera, but for shooting video or action shots, not so good. So that's what we're finishing up with today. This is a Sony. It's capable of shooting in HDMI, so it's an HDR AS200V. They don't really make this particular little action cam anymore. It's a Sony Steady Shot. So I was a little worried about finding a replacement lens. Thankfully, a couple of guys on eBay, they do sell them. They're actually takeouts because the original lenses were round fisheyes, but they have a square lens feature that you can get put in there. I've never seen one before until I started looking for a replacement for this. Had I been using the armored case, I probably wouldn't have had this problem, except that with the armored case, the audio is muffled. So, hence why I was using it without the armored case and ended up in this debacle. So today I'm going to show you how simple it is to replace this lens. First off, you have this little ring that basically just snaps in with a couple little pressure tabs. An easy little flathead screwdriver or a knife blade will pry that off. Careful, you'll chase it across the room. After that is your actual lens. Now the lens itself, if it's crushed like this one, a simple little pair of pliers right here on this outer edge will get it turning. It's going to be kind of tough at first because, as we'll see here, there's actually an O-ring that's down in here. Careful you don't cut your fingers on the broken glass. The O-ring rests right in this groove. I've already transferred it to the new lens right here. But this is your actual optic. And there's a little lock ring in here. And this threaded portion is how you set the actual focus. Again, your little O-ring sets in there and it's a gasket. This is the new fisheye lens. Now, watch out really carefully on this lens in here. Make sure you take your eyeglass cloth or whatever else and make sure you don't have any smudges in there. Otherwise, you're going to be constantly chasing a little spot in your footage. Once you make sure that is clean, no dust or anything else, look carefully down inside to see if you have any dust or otherwise in the main portion of the camera. Like I said, there's a square lens that you can put on here, but I haven't found one recently. Then it's just as simple as inserting it, or you're probably going to want to do like I did and roll that rubber gasket from the old one to the new one. Then it's just as simple as inserting it in and starting to thread it down in place. Once you get it threaded in place, if you have the remote control, you can turn it on and then set your focus. The focus is set by the tension of how you're actually setting this thing in. It's not going to automatically tell you anything, and the vendor I used sent an HDMI cable to actually plug it into the computer, but I'm not capable of live streaming. I'd have to set up a website or something of that nature to remember another password. So yeah, I think we got our focus set pretty good. It's coming in nice and clear. So really it's just as simple as that. And you're back up and running again. Of course, you want to snap your little ring back in place as well. But save that part for a little later on. So yeah, Sony action cam, steady shots, right back up and running. Saves me buying another $300 camera. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.